Welcome back to the Vancouver Canadians Pregame Show, powered by North Beach Agency. Tyler Zickel with you here as we get set for Wednesday night action at Ron Tonkin Field in Hillsboro. We have a very special guest joining us on the pregame show. It's C's outfielder Cameron Eden. Cam, how you doing today?
I'm good, Tyler. How you doing?
So good, especially after last night's win, 13-4, 18 hits for the C's. Let's get right to it. What was working so well at the plate for the boys last night?
I think everyone just stuck to their plan, stuck to their approach. Everyone stayed within themselves and worked to their strengths. And I think that's just a little glimpse of what we can do.
Right. You were responsible for 3 of those 18 hits, and you have 7 knocks in your last 2 games. I want to talk about what's been working for you with the dish specifically. I'm sure you've been working with hitting coach Ryan Wright to establish your plan to work to your strengths. Can you tell us a little bit about what that plan might be?
Yeah. For me, my approach is very, middle of the field, more line drive, gap to gap type of guy. So, I've been working with Ryan a lot, even just from the off season to spring training till now. And, a lot of it has to do with my approach, what pitch I want to get. I've just been working well with, staying pretty small, getting the pitch I want within the early in the count, and then, expanding from there. But, I think just staying my middle approach is, helped me quite a bit.
Take us back to Sunday. C's are down to their final strike. You're at the plate, and this is a no-quit mentality. That's why we played 27 outs. You hit that rocket that went off the third baseman's glove. What are you thinking there with your back up against the wall? Again, down to your final strike, representing the last out in a game that certainly the C's felt as though could have been won in the top of the ninth, but obviously Spokane found a way to rally. What's going through your mind in the box when the game is on the line like that?
I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
You obviously don't want to be the last out. You obviously don't want to lose. I think in those situations, especially when you're 0-2 in that situation, it just kind of turns into compete mode. There's not a whole lot. You can't really think a whole lot. You can't really, honestly, like the approach kind of comes, kind of goes out of your mind, and you're just trying to put the bat to the ball. And thankfully, I was able to do that and tie the game up.
Would that have been the similar approach when you came up again in the 11th and ended up hitting that blast off the wall that goes for a single in the box score? But certainly in any other situation, that's extra bases for sure. I thought up here in the broadcast booth, perhaps that ball's going to get over the fence. We're going to have a walk-off dinger from Cameron Eden, but we'll take a walk-off single the same way. What was going on in that 11th inning on Sunday?
Yeah, I think that was first and second with 1 out. I was just trying to at least move the guy over to third. And I ended up getting in a 2-0 count, which is, a pretty good hitter's count. So I was just kind of looking to do some damage there, hopefully score a run. And it was good to get the win.
And always nice to get doused by those water bottles as the boys chase you all around the infield.
Yeah, they messed me up pretty good with the water and stuff. It was fun.
Awesome. We're talking with Cameron Eden, outfielder for your Canadians, as part of the North Beach Agency pregame show. Now, Cam, it's an interesting season. Obviously, we can't be at Nat Bailey Stadium in Vancouver this summer, at least not for now. So it's a home away from home type of vibe here in Hillsboro. What's it been like for you and for the guys, if you can speak for your teammates, in terms of having this unprecedented experience, being almost like the visitors in your home ballpark this season?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I think we all miss Vancouver. A lot of the guys have played in Vancouver, even the guys in the draft class before me, some of the older guys. But yeah, so first of all, we definitely, we really wish we were in Vancouver in Nat Bailey in front of those fans. But it's been quite an adjustment. I think it is a little unique being a home team, and we, the fan environment isn't as what it is at Nat Bailey for sure. So we definitely missed that, but I think as a team, we're all kind of coming together to make it, pretty normal as possible, as the home in our home field here in Hillsboro.
Exactly. And of course, here at the facility, fans in Vancouver don't know, but you and I do, with the football stadium and the opportunity for the outdoor workout area. Obviously not what you're used to, though. Perhaps you got a little taste of that down at minor league spring training in Dunedin before coming up here to Hillsboro, because the big league guys had already left. What was it like down there in Florida when you reported to camp for an unprecedented 2021 spring training?
Well, it was awesome getting there because that was like kind of our first time using our new complex, and dude, that complex it has to be one of the best ones in Major League Baseball for sure. But yeah, it definitely is. It is pretty weird. That was actually our first spring training, at least for me. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of rules, a bunch of protocols and stuff, and certain groups can only work out at certain times, and stuff like that. But we all came together, made it work, and our staff was great with that, making it try as normal as possible. So yeah, it actually ended up being a pretty productive and good spring training.
First full season of pro ball here. Of course, you missed out on a 2020 campaign. What did you do last year? Before we talk about your experience going forward here in 2021, how'd you stay sharp after the season was canceled?
Dude, it's tough. It's tough. It definitely. I was actually very fortunate to have good facilities around me. A lot better than some of the guys. I know some of my teammates were working out in their garage, for months. Which is amazing. But I think it's just you got to self-motivate, and the staff was great, or Blue Jay staff was great with helping us out with whatever we needed. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just something we all want it really bad. We all want to make the next level. We all want to win. So I think that just motivated us to to do what we needed to do to stay ready as possible.
You're an advanced A baseball player this season, which means you're one step away from the upper minors, and that bottleneck starts to get really tight. They say once you get to Double-A, you've got what it takes to play in the show. And here in the early goings in 2021, you're off to a terrific start. But if there's some part of your game that you're focused on to improve, say we talk again in September and you can look back on 2021, is there a part of your game that you're really looking to take to the next level? No pun intended, here in 2021 with the C's?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone has something to work on, and it's still a lot I can improve on. I think probably one of my biggest ones is more producing more extra base hits, doubles, home runs, and whatnot. But that comes, that just kind of comes and goes sometimes. Certain streaks. It's not something I want to go up there and get out of my approach and try to get too big or anything. But I'd love to have some extra base hits. Help the team get some more wins for sure.
Before we let you go, I have to ask about your approach on the base pass. I talked to the skipper, Donnie Murphy, before the season started. Him and I go back to New Hampshire in 2019 when he was the hitting coach for Double-A Fisher Cats. And he told me that the C's this year are going to be so aggressive on the base pass. He actually used the phrase go, 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 which was not expected from a guy like Donnie Murphy, who's more of a stoic type, but he definitely knows what he's talking about as a 9-year big leaguer and a veteran in the minors as well. So what has been the message from the skipper to you when you get on base? Do you have a standing green light? Are you getting signs? Obviously, we don't want to give too much away. Not that the opposing team is watching this per se, but at the same time, we want to keep some stuff close to the chest. But what can you share about your approach on the base pass as you lead the league in stolen bases? It's been successful so far for you.
Yeah, Donnie's very big on being aggressive on base pass. Always taking that extra 90, that's huge in baseball. That's the difference between, a lot of wins. So this extra 90 feet, either that's, going first to third or second to home, or just stealing the bag. But he's been great. He's helped us out a lot with, understanding when to take a bag, or, what counts, or certain things pitcher tells. And but yeah, I mean, I have pretty much a green light at all times, and he does give me some signs a lot too. But I'm just gonna take as many as I can, especially with this the new rule, the high air rule, where the pitcher has to step off, clear the rubber to pick before they can take off. So that definitely helps out a lot. So I'm definitely gonna take advantage of that.
Indeed, continuing to tear up those pace paths. Hey, before we let you go, I got to ask you, who in the clubhouse gets the aux cord? Who's the clubhouse DJ these days?
There's a couple of big candidates in this. Number one, I'd have to probably be Troy Watson, which I hate to say it. Don't tell him I said that. But and then probably Spencer Horwitz would be another one. And then maybe Phil Clark. I'll throw Phil Clark in the mix too.
Okay, we've got a three-headed monster of a DJ down there. What's the music taste of those three? Is it eclectic?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of mix. There's Troy goes with the hard rap, which is always gets the boys hyped.
Nice.
Spencer and Phil, they definitely have some rap in there, but Spencer especially will throw some, EDM or house music in there, which is, get some lighter vibes too.
Well, the vibes certainly are working well for the Seas, looking to make it 7 consecutive wins tonight here in Hillsborough. And a guy who's been a big part of the 6-game winning streak is Cameron Eden, our guest on today's North Beach Agency Vancouver Canadians pregame show. Cam, thank you so much for your time. Obviously, it's a weird season, a weird scenario, but so good to connect digitally here. And I know all the Seas fans back in Vancouver are so happy to hear from you as well. And they're rooting you on to continued success. So, Cam, thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with more pregame show after this on Sportsnet 650.